760, you are live. Please turn down your audio.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey Gary, this is Sovereign Humanoid. Just wanted to say I appreciate all the work you've done, going to the meetings and stuff and bringing awareness to people. You're one of the first truther channels that I got into when I started doing this, so I appreciate your work on that. I do have a couple questions though. You mentioned that you watch Lift the Veil and No More News. Can you tell me a couple good things about them?
I mean, I enjoy their content. I mean, I'm not sure what it is you're looking for. I mean, either I like your content or I don't, and if I like it, I'm going to watch it.
So, what about Lift the Veil do you like about his content? Is it comedy to you, or is it? I mean, do you think he's dropping knowledge?
I don't know. I mean, I enjoy watching his videos. I mean, I don't consider it comedy.
Okay, that's cool. I just wanted to call also and talk about how the media portrays. Everybody says Fox is all about Trump, CNN hates Trump, and all that stuff. Well, I always wonder why CNN never did cover the ties between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. Do you know about that?
I've heard people mention it. I don't know why. What CNN does or doesn't do. I mean, I couldn't tell you what they're. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's a lot of things that they that the media, I would expect them to make a bigger deal out of that they don't. I'm surprised they're making a big deal out of this governor of Virginia. Like he's their guy. I mean, they should have swept that under the rug.
Well, there's obviously an agenda behind that. The mainstream media, it's just another wing of the government is all it is. That's the way I look at it. We're living under a dual-party dictatorship right now, and the more that we cast our votes are like bolts, and we're giving them our energy. Every time we go cast our votes, we're giving them energy, and we're keeping them in power. That's just the way I look at that thing. And I mean, for sure, we're living in a dual-party dictatorship right now. But the thing with Trump and Epstein is Trump's labor secretary, Alexander Acosta, which is the guy that Trump nominated for labor secretary, was the attorney general in Florida when Epstein was being pursued by the Fed for human trafficking or child trafficking and all that good stuff. Well, Alexander Acosta is the one that finalized the deal to keep him out of prison and gave him 13 months in county jail and was able to leave 6 days a week for 12 hours a day. That's what the government of Florida gave a convicted pedophile and child trafficker. And they did not let any of the victims speak either. This was all done. It was all done behind closed doors, And I believe that if there was any kind of truth in mainstream media, then CNN would cover that. That would destroy Trump's presidency right there, don't you think?
Well, I mean, what you just highlighted is what it is when you have lots of money and friends in high places. I mean, isn't it also that the Commerce Secretary bailed Trump out of one of his bankruptcies?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there you go.
Trump was trying to bring in one of his friends, which was an owner of a couple fast food joints. He was trying to make him labor secretary at first, and that did not happen. They didn't let that pass. And just so that, I'm not sure if people know, but this guy Alexander Acosta that gave that sweetheart deal to Jeffrey Epstein, he is the labor secretary right now, and labor secretary, they combat human trafficking. So this guy that gave a human trafficker a sweetheart deal is in charge of human trafficking right now.
Why would the labor secretary be? Why would the labor secretary be in charge of human trafficking?
All you got to do is look it up. Here, I'll see if I can pull something up right now.
That sounds like something the Attorney General would be in charge of, not the Labor Secretary.
Give me 1 second. I just did a video on this on my main channel a couple days ago, but I'm not trying to promote myself or anything like that. I'm just saying, it's pretty thick. You know, a lot of the things, you know, with Donald Trump, and I mean, what about the Jane Doe situation, where in 1997 him and Jeffrey Epstein were co-defendants in a rape case, where this girl, Katie Johnson, accused Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, which Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago is only 10 minutes away from Jeffrey Epstein's house in Florida. Okay, so they would, Jeffrey Epstein would hire, he had a couple madams, I guess you could call them, and they would go look for 14 to 17-year-old girls at the Mar-a-Lago and bring them back to his house and have them perform massages and whatever other stuff after that. None of this stuff came up during the election. So my point about this call is just to emphasize and just to bring awareness to the fact that we're living in a dual-party dictatorship. The media has been in the government's pocket for so long, and people need to do their own research.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have no comment about what you said about whatever Trump was doing in the '90s, but I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate the call.
Okay, thanks, Gary.
All right, I'll see you later.